Welcome back to Afternoon Express, South Africa. In the last few weeks, as we ventured into our Getting Under Your Skin series, I became rather interested in finding out a little bit more about my own skin. So I went for a face mapping, and I tell you the results were fascinating. And I even got the chance to be interviewed by my biggest role model. This guy is the best interviewer I've ever seen in my life. He's good looking, he's very funny at what he does. Just take a look at this.
The finalist that we have decided will capture the hearts of Afternoon Express viewers is Danilo.
Well, good afternoon, Mr. Acquisto. Thank you so much for joining us here today, talking about your skin regime. What exactly does South Africa know you for? I'm a presenter on Afternoon Express, as you can tell, and I won the presenter search on 3, and before that I used to be a presenter on SABC2 on a youth show, and I also have my radio shows on the weekends, so that's probably where you know me from. Mr. Acquisto, I read here that your life is quite private. Would you mind sharing something personal with us? Yeah, no, that's right. I like to keep my private life as private as I can, but if I were to give you a sneak peek just because I like you, I'm very involved in ministry work and in organizational structures in South Africa. So I sit on the board of an organization based in Cape Town. It's a youth organization. I'm the communications director, and I'm very involved in the Catholic Church Archdiocese and in my parish with youth and young adults ministry. But another sneak peek about my private life is that in the next 10 years, I want to be at the forefront of digital media in Africa. You know, my glasses are quite thick, so I can see very closely. Would you mind sharing some of the skin problems you have? Because I do see a few. Wow, you're very judgmental. But yes, I think you're right. I do have 2 issues with my skin. I'm a very busy guy. I'm involved with Afternoon Express during the weeks, and on the weekends, radio. I don't drink enough water, which means my skin does get quite dry. And when it gets dry, it gets quite oily. But I know you can see that already. Danilo, there must be more to this story. Please do tell us about your daily skincare routine. There is more, yes. So every day in the shower, I usually do a bit of a cleanse with a face wash, whatever face wash I have, and exfoliate once or twice a week or so. And then I do use a daily face cream, but it's a mattifying face cream to kind of counteract that oily effect. I think that's my daily facial routine. And I'm pretty excited to see what the experts have to say about my skin. Lauren, I find looking after my skin incredibly difficult because you go into stores and there are just thousands of products. Where do you go about finding out which products you should use on your skin?
Okay, well, I'm glad you're here at our concept store because the first thing we would do is recommend that you come and see a professional skin therapist where we can actually analyze your skin and do something like a face mapping. Face mapping is actually complimentary, so it is a free service that we offer to ensure we're analyzing your skin and recommending the correct product. What it is you come in, we like to preferably cleanse the skin to ensure that it's nice and clean. We then touch and feel the skin, looking at every single inch of the skin. We divide it into 14 zones. We then recommend what product you should use according to your skin concerns. And then we let you take your face mapping sheet home so that you've got a record of what we found on your skin.
So, Lauren, you've touched my skin, you felt it. What have you found?
Okay, so a little bit of dehydration across the skin, a little bit of oiliness, which you said was a concern for you. Some fine lines under the eye, but that is quite common. Otherwise, a great skin, good texture, no irritation from shaving, which is really great. So, yeah, I'd like to recommend some products for you.
Go for it. Tell me, what can we do?
So what I'd recommend is a nice foaming cleanser for morning and night. That would be our special cleansing gel. It's going to remove oil and dirt without stripping the skin. I then recommend the moisturizer Active Moist. It's got 0% oil, so it's going to ensure that your skin is not shiny, which is great for you being on set. And then the SPF would be our Solar Defense Booster SPF 50, which is going to give you protection from the sun. And then in your next visit, I'd recommend your eye cream and your exfoliator.
Amazing, Lauren, thank you. This was such an experience. I never knew that so much could go on underneath the skin.
The #1 choice of skincare professionals worldwide.